Hello, people of the internet. So another beautiful day today here. So the surprise bike that I've been talking about for a little while now um, finally is back at the house here. So I want to show everybody this awesome bike. You're not going to believe what it is. A Honda Motocompo. So this is a 1982 Honda Motocompo. Just a handful of these things made over in Japan. They were never imported into the US, so they become really, really popular over here. I bought this sight unseen. Wish I had seen the bike now because it does have some imperfections, and which I have already ordered all of the parts for. I can tell you the parts for these things are extraordinarily expensive. So if you're looking for one of these bikes, make sure that you see it in person and make sure that everything is kind of good with the bike, because to find the stuff, some of the stuff is really, really hard to find too. I was lucky enough to get hooked up with a gal that's over in Japan, and she's been able to source some stuff for me and ship me some parts already. So I ended up ordering a brand new set of tires, a brand new set of tubes to go with the tires, a brand new carburetor, and then this speedometer has a little crack around the edge of this. You can kind of see where it's, this side might show a little bit better. So this piece here, so I've got a new speedometer here already for it. And then this cover I bought off of eBay came with a cover, but it was missing the hardware that basically locked the cover. You can see this little mechanism has a little lock thing in there, and it was missing all of that hardware. So I ended up having to source this. Well, I hadn't realized the one I bought on eBay for almost $300 was missing the other half of the cover. So this, when you fold everything down, it folds up, and the half of the cover was missing. So basically I have to pull all of this off, pull the hardware off, and put it on the cover that I got with the bike, because that one is actually a complete cover. A couple other things. It was, this piece back here was broken. This little plastic piece, if you pick up on these, that's why it says untouchable. Kind of a nifty little funny sticker. But this piece here had a little crack in it. I ordered this whole section here. I'm still trying to find a tail light for it, which I think is going to be really difficult. This tail light has a tiny little crack in it too. Not super noticeable, but enough to bother me. And then I was able to source the original set of decals for it, which I was pretty lucky to find those as well. So it's getting a couple things. The back wheel had a little bend in it. So it has, when it goes, it's got a little tiny bit of a wobble. I thought it was maybe the tire at first because the tires are so old, but I tested it, and it is indeed the wheel. So I am actively looking for a new rear wheel. So if somebody has a rear wheel for one of these that's straight, I would buy that from you. Otherwise, everything else on here is pretty clean. We're going to strip it all down, take everything off, probably strip it down, and powder coat a lot of the stuff on here. I kind of had the intentions of turning this thing into, like, bringing it completely back to stock. You know, there's a lot of little stuff that it needs. I mean, there's just paint chipped off everywhere. You know, around here, where the little VIN plate thing is over here, there's some paint off of it. Overall, I mean, the bike is in decent condition. It actually runs pretty well. The reason I couldn't get the carb tune just right, it's still, I don't know if it's still getting a little too much air, if the pilot jet is clogged or something, and I've gone through it. So I ended up sourcing a brand new carb, which is going to be way easier. I'm going to try to put that on and see if that takes care of it. And again, the stuff is just really difficult to find for these. I'll take you on a quick walk over here. I've got lots of bikes in the garage again. So the tires came in. I haven't even looked at these yet. And then I had a box over here of, this was the speedometer, the new carburetor, and this was, all the stuff was OEM, you know, which what I was finding. The only thing that was not OEM, which I was kind of bummed about, yeah, here's my original cover. Like I say, it has this flap on it, so I have to get that fixed up and cleaned up, and then I'll put that back on there. I ordered new grips. The one side of the one grip had a little, kind of a little scuff on it. I think somebody dumped it over. Another ignition plate, and then new ignition for it if I ever need that. But this is a company, I don't know the name of the company. They make reproduction parts. This is a fiberglass back piece. You can tell it's definitely heavier duty, but it's not original. I mean, you can see all the imperfections in here. So, I mean, I'm going to have to go through and really clean this thing up. Sorry, it won't focus. But I'm going to have to go through and clean this up, and, you know, but that's what you get with reproduction, too. I mean, I'm happy that they make that stuff, because nobody really does. But there's a few other things that I'm still waiting for. The OEM air filter. The air filter in it was good, but again, I mean, things that you just kind of anticipate. So, but yeah, we're going to disassemble the entire bike, clean it all up. All the little pitting and stuff that you see, we're going to polish all this stuff back up. So hopefully when it's done, it will look like it's factory new again. Is kind of what I'm going for. So we'll have to see. But hope you guys enjoyed the video of this cool little Honda Motocompo. There's going to be a little bike show deal coming up in town here that I'd like to take it to, because these are not bikes that you see very often, and they are really neat. But again, if you like the video, go ahead and subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy.